It was a shock seeing Governor Gordon Obaseki of Edo State ordering members of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) opposed to his plans for harmonization of the executive of the party at all levels to leave the party. He spoke at a gathering of stakeholders where the decision to suspend the national vice chairman of the party, South-South, Chief Dan Obi from the party, was adopted. The development in Edo State chapter of the PDP flow from defection of Obaseki to the PDP penultimate June. It came upon the determination of Comrade Adams Oshiomohle to use his position as national chairman of the All Progressive Congress (APC) to stop Obaseki from having the second-term ticket of the APC. The Edo State governor at the time last June was practically reduced to a political wanderer. It was a sight to behold that last June, as at the APC National Secretariat, as Governor Obaseki clutched his credentials as he appeared before a committee constituted by Oshiomohle to defend allegations of certificate forgery. For one reason or the other, the Oshiomohle panel eventually disqualified the same man that 4 years ago Oshiomohle had stomped through Edo State to enthrone governor. After Obaseki was forced out from the APC and following flying visits across the country, Uyo to Port Harcourt and Asaba, he landed in Benin, where the PDP grudgingly accepted him. Two men who were crucial to the final acceptance of Obaseki in the party were Ugbede Ihama, the member representing Oredo Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, and Dan Obi, the man who had built and held the party in the days of the wilderness when Oshiomohle was in power. At the time Obaseki came in, Ugbede Ihama was in pole position to emerge as a PDP candidate for the 2020 governorship election, having built synergy with the party structure across the state that was effectively in the control of Dan Obi. For a man that has set his sights to be governor in 2020, it was unarguably a bitter pill being asked by the party grandees in Abuja to resign for the governor to take the ticket, especially given the tardiness that characterized the process at the time. Ugbede Ihama had the opportunity to scupper the emergence of Obaseki as the party's candidate by insisting that the timetable for the process had been breached. He could have affirmed that the boss had left the station by the time Obaseki entered. He was, however, made to withdraw alongside other leading candidates. At the time, too, Obi had relinquished his position as party chairman in favor of Dr. Tony Azegbemi, the former member of the House of Representatives. However, as everyone in Edo knows, the Edo PDP had over the years been infused with the infighting spirit that Dan Obi brought to bear. With Dan Obi as party chairman, the PDP had put the Oshiomohle-led APC to tax in elections, winning the majority of National Assembly seats and members in presidential counts in 2011, 2015, and 2019. However, Obi, like Ugbede Ihama, also told the part of Grandi's plea and became Obaseki's campaign manager in 2019. The sight of Abi on the rostrum campaign for Obaseki did not foretell the kind of development now ensuing in Edo. The suspension of Obi and Ugbede Ihama, the two critical factors in Obaseki's emergence as governor, must have befuddled many, especially given that it was under the watch of the governor. Obaseki's allies alleged that the two men were frustrating the governor's move to harmonize the PDP structure. For them, it especially painful that ahead of the PDP National Convention this October, that the governor would not be in the position to have a say in the Edo delegate list, which they claim is being dictated by Obi. Even more, the governor's allies allege underhand schemes by Obi and the old PDP to frustrate the governor through many court actions and underhand schemes. The development has led to the new phase in Benin that Obaseki should take his government and leave our party for us. The division has been hampered by the seeming lack of communications on the part of the governor. The nomination of 11 new commissioners, all from the former APC, helped to worsen perceptions about the governor regarded everywhere as a fighter. How can you bring all 11 commissioners from your side and after taking deputy governor and SSG? Many in the old PDP have been asking. Sources say the governor has promised another 10 commissioners for the old PDP, but after harmonization. However, what Obaseki and perhaps the old PDP are not seeing is the role of fifth columnists in the whole matter. That is the role of PDP chieftains who lost out during the congresses in 2020. Chieftains with national reputation but bereft of local support. A number of these chieftains have been urging Obaseki on his new fight with the intention that what they lost during the congresses of 2020, that they would get through harmonization. In his first fight with Oshiomohle, the Obaseki crowd was able to get the executive in Oshiomohle's ward to suspend him. In Obi's case, that has been unsuccessful, putting the whole suspension drama into a constitutional nullity. Social media is now sufficed with Obaseki as a fighter and a man of ingratitude. It doesn't do him good, especially given his sight towards a legacy. One can only imagine the imagination of Comrade Adams Oshiomohle at this time. After repeated disappointments, Oshiomohle may now laugh at Obaseki, who seemingly betrayed him, and Obi, who tormented his government, fight one another. Well, with the suspension that arose for Dan Obi, there were many interpretations and many insinuations, and this is one of them, stating that Governor Godwin Obaseki is an ingrate, and that the people that supported him is the same people he's fighting. And the insinuation right now is that Oshiomohle will now be laughing, seemingly will be laughing at Governor Godwin Obaseki. Well, but we know that as regards the suspension, PDP leaders have confirmed that that suspension is not valid, so it's not binding, it's not standing. Danobi is still operating in his capacity, but a mark has already been left, and Nigerians are reacting. Some persons still feel that Obaseki should treat Obi and Ihama in good faith. With this infighting, Oshiomohle is vindicated. Let us also remember that there is nothing on earth that is permanent. Vanity upon vanity. What will you be remembered for? This interpretation, it looks like Obaseki fought Oshiomohle, now he's fighting Dan Obi. That's what that person just stated there. Another one says, it's mark of ingratitude. The governor should not think as an emperor. He must work with the structures on ground. You cannot harmonize elected officers. You have to wait until their tenures expire. This harmonization is what is causing this whole thing. They still see themselves as old and new PDP members. And you know, at the point when Obaseki decamped, this was predicted that something of such was going to come up. There's going to be infighting between the old and new. And all of this is because of suspicion. You know, the first time, the old PDP, they alleged that Obaseki wanted to take control of the party and move back to APC. But several occasions, he's confirmed that he's not moving anywhere. I don't think it will make sense for Obaseki to even go back to APC. What is he looking for? His second tenure will be ending anyways. Well, guys, thank you once again for staying tuned. Please don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe. Till I come your way again with more updates. Bye.